awesome surprises from the guys. So I want to tell you about a date that I actually went on and talk to you about some of the things that this guy did on this date that really impressed me. And also find out from you, what are the things that you look for from the men that you date, and what impresses you when it comes to the actions and the things that a guy does on a date. So I'd been talking to this guy for about a week, and we didn't talk every day or anything like that, and there were no long, you know how you go back and forth with some people on Tinder or on whatever app, and there's all this back and forth chatter all the time. He didn't have that, but we talked for, you know, a while, and we decided that we were going to meet up today for lunch. And normally lunch dates for me are good. They're much better than any other kind of date, because if you are not feeling the person, there's none of that awkwardness that comes with like leaving a date at 7:30 on a Friday night, you know, or telling someone that after dinner you are going home because you have other plans, or, you know, for me that kind of thing is awkward. So with a lunch date, if you're not interested in the person, you know that your date has to end because you have to get back to work, or he has to get back to work, or both. So it's perfect for me. I love them. I think they're awesome, especially for first meetings. Lunch dates are the way to go. So we went on this lunch date. We decided that we were going to go today. But the thing was, when we made the plans, we did not have a time set. We didn't have a place set or any of that. So normally when a man doesn't firm up these time and place situations when it comes to a date, it leads me to think that he's not really that interested in meeting me, or that he's weighing other options. So he wants to keep things sort of general, like, okay, we'll meet up on Tuesday, but I won't make any time or any kind of location. I won't firm that up just in case, so I can always kind of get out of it, because it wasn't really a fully firm date kind of thing. So I don't know. Anyway, I did not expect that I was going to hear from him today, but I was pleasantly surprised that I did hear from him this morning, texting me, letting me know what his availability was for lunch, and that I could choose the time and the place. And so I was like, okay. Heard from him. I set up the time and the place, and we met up. So I showed up there. I got there a little bit early, which is kind of a miracle, because normally I'm busting down the door, getting there like right on time, or maybe even a little bit late. So like, yeah, miracles were all around. And so then when I got there and he showed up a few minutes later, I was in the little store next door, just kind of killing some time. And I had let him know that if he got there, I was going to be in that store. So he was already kind of walking down towards the store when I came out, because he texted me letting me know that he was there. So he texted me in the app, because I was checking back and forth in the app, because we had not exchanged numbers at this time. We still had not exchanged numbers. And so when I came out of the store, he was already coming up towards me. So I walked up to him, we met up, and we gave each other a hug. You know, all the formalities and all that stuff. And then as we started walking back towards the restaurant, he walked around me, around my back, to put himself onto the street side of where we were walking. I said, okay, I like this. You know, it was already this feeling of, okay, I like a man who knows that that's the proper thing to do, that a woman should walk on the inside and he should walk on the street side whenever they're out. And you'd be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be, because I know for me, in my experience, this is not something that every man does or knows that it is even proper. I know one time I went out on a date with an Israeli guy back last month when I went to Israel, and he did it. And I was very impressed by that. You know, I was like, okay, these guys, some people's mothers or fathers, whoever, teach them really well. And so I like that about this guy. That was the first thing. And so that was the beginning of the date. Before we even sat down to eat, I already had a good impression of him, you know. He was on time, he was dressed decently, and he walked on the outside. So good job for him, right? So we get in, he opens the door for me as we're going into the restaurant, which is another thing that it doesn't happen all the time, you know. So I really appreciated just these little gestures that a man does to let you know that, you know, he's a gentleman. And he may not just be doing it for me because he likes me or is interested in me, but it's just the way he is. So he is like winning all types of points with just these little things that he's doing. So we get inside, we sit down, we talk, we order food. You know, he teaches me some words in Spanish, and you know, this is cool because I appreciate people that can help me increase my vocabulary, because I need work. My Spanish needs work. So if I'm gonna live here, my Spanish needs work. And so he was helping me with my Spanish, and we were talking about different things and living in places and talking about our work and all that kind of stuff. And then as the date was winding up, the check came, and you know, I always kind of pull out my wallet just in case, you know, the guy is not really that interested and he's not going to pay or whatever, so I can pay my own way or whatever, and give them, you know, let them know that this is not like a gold digging type of date or whatever, that I'm just out for the dinner. But I probably need to stop doing that. As a side note, I probably need to stop doing that and just let a man tell me if he doesn't want me to pay. I mean, if he wants me to pay, instead of pulling out my wallet, because that may be an invitation for him to not pay. I don't know. You let me know how you handle things. How do you ever reach for your wallet? But anyway, he was like, I got it. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. I said, oh, okay, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you do got it. Another thing that I appreciated about this guy, like, it was no qualms. He wasn't like, oh, well, can you put in the tip? How about I'll pay the bill and you pay the tip, or you pay the half and I'll pay the other half? And, you know, we didn't have to go through all that. He was like, I got it. And I said, thank you. I thought it was awesome. And so, and I guess I shouldn't even have to think that these things are awesome, but, you know, in this day and age, I kind of do sometimes. And I don't know, I guess it's kind of sad, but I do. You know, I think that, you know, someone opening doors for me and walking on the street side and, you know, paying the check without asking me to pay for the tip is nice. You know, I think that's nice. Not that a lot of men have done that, because I haven't had that happen in a while. It's been a while since that happened, but it has happened. It has happened before. So I've also had the one where the guy forgot his wallet. And I ended up paying for that date. That was a long time ago. That was in my 20s. I was still young. I think I was probably less than 25 at that time. Maybe 25, something like that. Long time ago. That has never happened to me again. But anyway, I enjoyed the date very much. But what I want to ask you guys is, what are some of the things that you look for in men when you're going out on dates? What are some of the things that a man does that impresses you and makes you think that, you know, this is a guy that I can go out on a second date with? I'm saying outside of chemistry and stuff like that, but like, what are some of the actions that he can do or that he does that impress you? So I hope you'll leave those answers for me in the comments. Thank you for listening. I know I've blathered on about this, but I had a really good time with the guy. It was much, it was kind of unexpected. I've started to go out on dates not really expecting anything. And so whenever a decent date happens, I'm actually, you know, I haven't expected it, so it's a pleasant surprise. So it was nice. And so I'm looking forward to talking to him again. He actually texted me sometime after the date and asked me to exchange numbers. So we've gonna exchange numbers and see where the conversation goes. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy whatever time of day it is for you that you're watching this video. Enjoy yourselves and have a lot of great dates. And let me know how those dates are going in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.